Menteri Rangba kondat ke sangma haka jingkran kumu kongsan haka symposium bala penlong da katanat penroi puli puthi haka khatlai tarik naitung ula ong ba ka sarkar jila menta kan wanra e ka jingkala haka perkhat perdan bat haki rukom terekam ban penlot e ka Pisa pat ba baro shikata ngila penlot bat penserwai ka Pisa pat ba haki skim menta ngin bei bat penlot e ka Pisa pat ba haki kam baki pat ba dan kam bat kiban ne reta kiban syukur tang shipor nang ni shakmat ngin pelut ika Pisa pat ba kat kum kijingdan kam jang ki pat ba ulaong ru ba kani kanong garukom perkhat perdan ke bathamai ke banya pher bak lebak naga bajulong baro shikarta ulaong ru ba kani ka perkhat perdan thamai ke de ban wanra aka jingroi jingpa ke bapura kaban kentiu ya ki pat ba kani ka jela ulapan inuksa ka baong ban penroi ka jingnang jingtem dan kam ban pli kilat sumar sukher ki bapaka nadu ka por ba ukhlung udang kha hadu unda dap shejar sini kerta kita jing sumar ke kentup ka kwat ka khia ka khut ka suba ka umbam umdi ka bakhut ka bam ka di ka babiang bat ka yeng ka sam baro ka we ka balat na ka huri hura ka lenga ka Pisa bat ka babiang ka kamai jakpo kini ki jing penbiang ba ka sarkar kan perkhat tamanan ni shakmat ulaong haba phash ki kampen roi bat kentie ka puli puthi menteri rangba ula pashat ki phang ba thamai ka baong baro shikata haba ya karani ka puli puthi ni IT tili hakinong penyat school haka education department hakinong hikai bat haki managing committee amdon kapor bangi bu ning kong ki khna school hakmat ki ki jingran kam bat ki lat krenti ban kentie wi ki jingtep bat ki rukom hikai na banta ki jing Myntoi ki khna school kani ka rukom perkhat pathamai kari ban wanra ki jingkala lada ka jela bat ki khna school jangka kin pau perthai haki sap ki phong jangki ulaong kani ka symposium kalong ru ban phai din hadu katno ga jela kala rengkang shajrong haka liang karoi kapa haka puli puthi hakini kisan phos nam baka jela kala yo hela ka jong ka Meghalaya Board of School Education MBOS.
I personally feel that the biggest change that is needed in our state or in any other country and any other state which is similar to what Kong Amperin had just mentioned is the change in the mindset. The change in the mindset is the most important change that will move and take the society and the state forward. I always believe, and this has been one of my most important mantras, I should say, and it's a very commonly known one, which is that we don't need to do different things, but we need to do it differently. And I tell you, I follow this principle in almost everything I do. That we need to ensure that while we are doing our programs and development and changing our state, we can't go for scheme-based approach. What is a scheme-based approach? Scheme-based approach is, have you given so many taps? Have you constructed these many kilometers of road? Have you opened these many schools? That is a scheme-based approach because government is and departments are assessed on the basis of the scheme implementation. But our government started to look at things differently. It's not about the taps that you put, but it is the water that is reaching the house or not is the question. It is not about the irrigation and the canals that you make in the schemes, but the amount of production of agriculture products that has gone up because of the irrigation project that you put in. It is about the number of students who are able to pass out and improve in the quality of education rather than the number of schools that you've put. A change in the mindset and a change in the way we look at a problem. It cannot be scheme-based or scheme-driven. It has to be purpose-driven. What is the purpose behind what we are trying to do? And unless we don't realize that, we are missing the point. Purpose-driven. Government has to work in a purpose-driven mode. Government has to realize and society has to realize it is a holistic approach. It's not about just one part of a child's education. It's a life cycle approach. Your education and your health and your well-being and the quality of the citizens we produce starts or does not end in the education and the school that we put you in or the education that you get. It starts from the day that you are in your mother's womb. It continues when you are born. It is the nutrition you get in the first 1,000 days. It is the early childhood development that we can do for cognitive development and thinking till you touch the age of 8. It is the adolescence time when you will be growing into a teenager and from there a teenager into an adult. A holistic and a life cycle approach is the purpose-driven approach that we follow. It cannot be decided by the marks you get on your class 10 board. It's unfair. It is important, but it is not everything. And hence you need to realize, and once you start looking at everything from a big picture, once you start realizing the holistic approach, once you start realizing that it's not just about that one class, one education, it's about the life of an individual. It's about the holistic approach, as I said, that we're talking about. And that is the difference in what we are doing today. It's time consuming. It's not easy. It's very complicated because there are many, many departments that are in it. But let me tell you, this is precisely what we are doing today. Whether it's the Mothers program that we have, Meghalaya's Outcome and Transformation, MOT, Meghalaya's Outcome and Transformation in Health, H, E, Education, R, Rural Development, and S, Social Welfare. So people think Mother is a mother program because it's named behind mother. No. It's an acronym for Meghalaya's Outcome in Transformation in Health, Education, Rural Development, and Social Welfare. We have given it a holistic approach. Because we realize that if you're talking of a child's health and a mother's health, it does not just finish or start with health department. It is a full cycle. And that kind of approach today is leading us into Meghalaya becoming, in a way, just a few days back the UN had come. And they were thrilled to see this program called the Mothers program that we have.
Hakanika Symposium na Shimbantaru rekakong Dr. Ampurin Lengdo Menteri Kikam Penroi Jengkok Jengkia baru Menteri Kikam Penroi Puli Putih Rakam Esama.
This is what we do today. Discuss the problems. If people of the state of Meghalaya do not have equal access to education and there is a disparity of technology, can we design programs called advanced courses and basic courses so that every child in the state of Meghalaya and in the system of the state of Meghalaya feels that they are a part of it. I may not be a topper, but I need an education to change my perception of life. Can we all try to take the jungle out of our minds and teach people that education is but a means to an end to change the life of Meghalaya in the near future? I congratulate Rakam sir, wonderful man leading by example. But can Rakam sir do it alone? No. And that is why today we have left whatever we have to do to make sure that we are part of this symposium, to take the jungle out of all the wild people who are taking Meghalaya in the wrong direction. Thank you. Khlem. Jai Hind.